Happy Wednesday. Happy Mind Your Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. So, I want to kind of give, an update for those of you that have been following Mind Your Wednesday. Several months ago, I told you about the shoulder surgery that I had. And when I first started physical therapy after surgery, my therapist told me that we would first start with my range of motion and keeping my shoulder moving, and then we'll move into strengthening. So, my ultimate goal for range of motion was 170 degrees. And the first couple of weeks, I think he pushed me. I think I did a video about that where he pushed. Um, his initial goal was 110. He pushed me to 130. And yes, I cried that time. And so I gradually kept progressing from week to week. I would increase and increase and increase. And then one week I got to 160, 161. Now the goal is 170, right? So that's what, 9 degrees? Okay. I was progressing 5 to 8 degrees every week. So I'm like, 161, we could do that. The following week, 160. Week after that, 161. Week after that, 161. Now, I'm one of these people that I'm a tad bit overachiever, and especially if I know what a goal is, like, okay, I can do this. What do I need to do to get to here? And what I need to do, okay, I can do this. But in this instance, because of the type of surgery I had to gradually take steps to start adding more things. So even though I was in the strengthening phase, I still got stuck at this 161 in my range of motion. And I was like I wasn't having it. Like I just didn't, I couldn't get past why I couldn't get past 161. So I kept telling my therapist, I said, when you get to this point, I have pain here, it hurts there, and and I can't push past that pain. So I was like, okay, instead of just being down, I actually told him, I was like, because I guess he could gauge by where I was when he was maneuvering my arm, whether I was past 161 or not. And I was like, if you still feel like I'm in that space, just don't measure it at all. I don't want to know. Like, because I would just like really be like bummed out because I'm still at that measurement. So I almost got to a point where I was gonna be like, I know 170 is the goal, but 161 isn't that bad. It'll still move to here. Like, how often would you raise your arm to this degree or at this angle? And I almost started to be like, I mean, it's not too bad. So, what happened? A change, an adjustment was made. My original therapist had to go to a different location, so I was given a different therapist. Explained the same situation to her, where the issue was, and she said, "Well, let's just change some things." It's like, okay. She's like, "I'm gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna start here, and then I'm gonna have you do this." Listen, in less than 2 weeks, in that first week, I went from 161 to 165, from 165 to 168. Then the following week, I hit my goal the first day of 170. And then 2 days later, I surpassed that goal and hit 174. Just like that. Because we made a change. We did something different. Now, I don't like to give up on things. And I was just kind of mentally preparing myself that, like, I mean, 161. It's not that bad, right? Uh, but she's like, no, no, we're going to get you there. And she said, let's just change some things. So thinking about that, and when we get so far along in something and we just want to give up or it's just not working and we've gone so far, we seem like we keep hitting the same roadblock. Why not just take a step back and let's just change some things? Maybe change the order of how we've doing it. Step back for a minute and try to get a different perspective. Okay, I've been doing it this way. So let me just make some adjustments. Not give up. Let's just make some adjustments and approach it a different way, which is what happened with me. And sometimes we get to this place in life where we just need to make some adjustments. It's not like a bad thing or a bad direction because we ultimately know what the goal is. We just need to adjust and make a pivot and do something different. So if you're somewhere or at a place in your life, especially now we're here in this last quarter of the year, and we've been working on some things, and it's just not seeming like we're getting that extra zhoosh that we need or that push, step back for a minute, take a look and look at it differently, get a different perspective, and make that adjustment. And before you know it, you'll surpass your goal or completed it in less time than what you were trying to force it to be. Just a thought. I wanted to share that little story with you because it made me think about even things personally that I've been working on and doing. It's just like, okay, Tracy, maybe it's time to change, make some adjustments, and do it a little bit different. So, guys, I hope you can take something out of that little story of my range of motion and finally hitting my goal after being stuck there for over a month. So, have a great rest of your day. And as I always say, if nobody has told you today that they love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Be a great day.